The
You're
women's
right.
hurdles, 100-meter final.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that we had a national record. Well, I say another one, but do you know what I mean? What did the result somewhat surprise either of you?
Nah, it definitely surprised me. I'll be completely honest. 100% surprised me because you know who I had to
Masai.
Yeah.
Russell was my favorite to win. Well, I wouldn't say favorite. That's who I wanted to win, and obviously she's Olympic champ.
Yeah.
So immediately, like in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, cool. You should be winning this realistically.
The hurdles ain't that type of event, though. You know, Peace.
Going into watching the semis, the heats and the semis, I thought Toby was gonna win. I thought she was going to win. She was my favorite in terms of who I actually thought was going to win. I wanted Russell to win, but I thought Toby would win. Amsan. And yeah, like, bro, the girl that ended up winning it,
Kambunji.
Broski, I'll be real with you, like, she ran well in the heats and the semis, but never in my head did I think she's going to win the gold.
She was right there, though. She in the heats and the semis, she was always right there.
Yeah, more than there.
Always like you always gotta watch out for that one. That's always there because she doesn't make mistakes. So a clean race for her. And if anyone makes a slight mistake, you stutter, you clip that hurdle. She is probably going to be the one that's going to be guaranteed to win.
I hear you.
And she's been running well all year.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was a surprise, obviously, because we got Masai Russell in the race. We got the world record holder in Toby Amasan, who was running back to form. So it was definitely a surprise. But I feel like it was a welcome one, and I feel like it was a good one. Kambunji's been running well for years. Obviously, her twin sister's pregnant right now, big her up. So I feel like she's been running well for years, and like finally she's got over the hump. And you know, it's a win for Africa. It's another win for Africa. I know you got Switzerland on your chest.
She's Congolese. She's Congolese. She is Congolese.
So, you know, we're happy with it.
Yeah, bro.
National record, man.
When I noticed as well, because you know, bro, only in athletics do you see so many people representing this country, but their name tells me something else.
Yeah.
And then I search where they're actually from, and they're from the motherland. Do you get what I'm saying?
Bro, a lot of the time it's a funding thing, man. You saw it earlier this year.
100%.
A lot of
some of these
Jamaican athletes
combinations are
gone to Turkey.
Crazy.
Turkey, yeah.
Like for me personally, someone that's from Congo, let's just use her as an example. What are you doing representing Switzerland? Do you get what I'm saying?
No, but it's like us representing GB.
Yeah, 100%. But there's some people that they haven't. Bro, you've started living in that country 2 years ago, or whatever the maximum amount limit is.
But Joe just said it though. Joe just said it. It's the funding. Look at all the Jamaican athletes switching. We spoke about it the other day, but look at all the Jamaican athletes switching to go to Turkey. They're getting paid 30 grand a month. They're getting paid for their lifestyle and that sort of stuff. And Jamaica ain't paying them nothing.
They get a good payout if they medal, all that jazz. But on Kambunji, she was actually born in Switzerland, so it's basically like us being Black British.
Yeah, I hear that.
Because even like on the last point though, Asafa Powell even said his child would never compete for Jamaica.
Fair enough.
He came out and said that. He said we will move somewhere else and he'll compete for somebody else.
Yeah, I hear that.
If that's him saying it, you know full well it's all wrong.
Yeah.
I hear it.
But now big up
Kambunji, bigger up, man. It was a big race, I can't lie, man. She won it
comfortably.
Quite comfortably, bro. She won it quite. I think Stark came third.
Yes, she did.
Stark was good in her semis as well.
Fourth.
I felt like Stark was gliding over the hurdles in the semis. I sent it to you, Jacob. I was like, Stark looked good. And
I think that's the beauty of hurdles. It's so you can obviously predict your winner or say who you want to win, but there's rarely ever a consistent winner. Or someone dominating for years, even if they're the quickest, bro. Because again, if you just that little flick on one hurdle, race is finito.
Yeah, bro, Amasan is the flipping world record
holder,
bro.
12-12 is her record, bro.
Amasan is the world record holder. Russell is the current flipping Olympic champion.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? None of them won, bro.
No.
So yeah, it was a good race though. It was a surprising one, I can't lie, for me anyway. I didn't think Kambunji would win, but she won, man. She won, and she won convincingly. You can't go wrong.
I'm even looking. Russell ran 12:17 this year, personal best, and that's a national record.
Yeah,
bro. And then she ran 12:44 in the final. Let me down, man. Let me down. I can't lie.
But do you know what? That's why I have a question to ask both of you. Obviously, with this World Champs being in Tokyo, and obviously the warm-up track being 15 kilometers away from the actual track.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 15 kilometers away from the actual track. So usually, it's outside and you can just warm up and come over. With the turnaround time of the races, especially in the semi-final to the final, do you think they probably need to change it? They can't now because it's been the same for everyone. But the fact that we had the semi-final 1 hour before the final with the 100-meter hurdles, you got 15 kilometers to go back to that warm-up track. You got to warm down. You then got to go and chill out for a piece. You got to warm back up and then get back in whatever you're coming to, drive all the way back over 15k and then get back on the track and run again. I feel like it plays a big part into
it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird.
I didn't know the warm-up track was that far from
15 kilometers.
I didn't know that either. One thing I always found weird is how they do the semis and an hour later there's the finals.
It's usually a longer break.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So
for the hurdles?
Well,
for
usually
majority of them,
it's always same day, but it's usually a longer, like not an hour. It's like
it's usually morning,
even in the
or like early afternoon, and then evening,
last thing of the day.
The 100-meter finals, I think there was only like a 2-hour break, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there was. This is what I'm trying to say to you. The semis for the hundreds, men and women, were literally, and the finals was around 2 hours.
Like, because it was around 12-hour time. Because I remember I just came back from church, and then. The finals
was at 2:15 and 2:30. Yeah, 2:13 and 2:30. Yeah. And then with this one, it was even worse. This one, they literally ran at 1 something, and then the final was at 2:30, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Especially if, like what Jacob's saying, then the warm-up track. That's even more mental.
But and it goes back to what Jacob said. You're literally sprinting, bro. These are semi-finals against the best in the world. You have to do a bit.
Yeah,
you can't
if anything, hurdles would be the one where they get even more of a break than
bro. You're hurdling
the sprint.
Hurdles, you
can't cruise through a hurdles race.
No,
you get what I'm saying. So it's
slow down over 1. You know where you're coming. Probably last.
Your face planting into the floor, bro.
This is the thing. You can slow down for the last 7 meters. If you know you're ahead. Other than that,
bro, you can't cruise through a hurdles, bro. So you're sprinting flat out, Then obviously warming up, sprinting flat out for your race,
warming down,
cooling down, yeah,
and
then going to wherever it is to get yourself ready in the next 45 minutes to come straight back,
it's mental.
Warm up and do it again.
Yeah,
it's mad, bro.
It definitely plays a part. I think it definitely plays a part because I don't know how you can, as an athlete, replicate that elsewhere. Do you get what I mean? Like, you should try and obviously as football players, we can replicate a 3 p.m. kickoff. We can replicate a 7:30 p.m. kickoff. We can replicate those things. As an athlete, I don't know if you can replicate. Okay, cool. Drive to this track, 15 kilometers away. Warm up. Drive back to this track. Run a race at the best of your ability. Warm down, drive back to that track, do the same thing again, and come back. But on another time zone, in somewhere you're not used to, food intake, how do you even get anything back into your body? Like, there's a lot that's going to go back in. There's a lot that has to go into this. That's why I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if it's been scheduled correctly. I understand it's scheduled correctly for TV and it's good that everything's flowing right. But for the athlete's perspective, I'm like,
Yeah, it's a bit weird, bro, man. It's a bit weird, I'll be real, bro. It's a bit weird. Especially that 1 hour thing today. That's crazy to me, bro.
Because everyone else is getting a couple of days off. 400 meters getting days off. But yeah, we'll speak about that another time.
I mean, like they rightfully should.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's always like that. The 200 and 400, they always have so much time. And it's always so late in the championships. Like, it's always day 6 or something, man. And there's always everything's run on separate days, but for the sprints, it's like they think, you're running in 10 seconds. Yeah. You're only doing a 10-second race, so you can do that 2 times in a day.
They think of it from a viewer point of view. It's a blink of a race. Whereas these athletes are like, rah, chill. Because I think I was looking at schedule, 200 Wednesday for the heat, semis is Thursday, and then Friday's the final. So like you said.
You get what I'm saying? So you're doing it over 3 days where these lot have literally done the heats, which obviously, yeah, cool, they cruise through the heats in 100. And then they're doing semis and finals straight away, day 2, bro.
You'd think they'd spread out just so you can get the best out of the athlete. But
yeah, facts.
Also, they're thinking of the fact that some athletes are running both events, so they're going to have to go, okay, I can't stretch out too far because you got to go and run that event too. Even the mixed relay, bro. The mixed relay was morning, evening. You ran the heat in the morning, 4x4.
Yeah,
you ran the final in the evening.
Yeah.
So
but probably in terms of like the 100 meters, they've surely worked out that it's probably better for the athletes to just do the semi then final on the same day.
I guess so, but do you know what? We might have a special guest coming on soon another day, so we have to ask them specifically what they feel about that kind of thing. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Because surely logistically they've worked out for the body and the schedule, but yeah.